MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started. But now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Giro, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Cole, or the Cole Train as he's frequently called. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Swing and a miss with a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Blake Snell will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Leading off for the Astros, center fielder, George Springer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. His second home run of the series, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet.
An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's hitting .429. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Altuve has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins. Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Now a snap throw to first, and he'll dive back in. Altuve gets his lead at first, nobody out. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he'll snap one over to first. Just keeping him float. Bullet back up the middle. Kiermaier is there, and he has it for the first down.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Into the box, Carlos Correa. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And a step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Runners on first with one down. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Houston. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's done well, 7 for 12. He's taken him deep once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He takes a fastball on the inside corner. Sliders in for a strike.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on a defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Striding in, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
One strike now from Cole. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now. And with two away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Settling in now, Daniel Robertson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Two out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Gonzalez. And that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom of the second. Astros lead this one 1-0. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 1 for 5.
Fielder, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Julius Gurriel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Pham is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting seventh, designated hitter, Tyler White.
First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Changeup in for a strike.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In now, number 1. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Ready on 1 and 2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Now here's the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Ready with the 0-2. Popped him up. Altuve has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting ninth, catcher, number 19.
Now to the plate, number 19. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And the Rays are in the hit column.
Up next for Tampa Bay, left fielder,
Malik Smith the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes.
I got step 1 and 2.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's George Springer.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And it's over the train tracks. An incredible blast. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the game, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Standing in, Jose Altuve, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Altuve.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. We're through 3 here in the Space City. It's now 2-0 Houston. Digging in, Matt Duffy. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Matt Duffy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Down the first baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now he reaches out here and just serves this one out behind first. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Ji-Man Choi, the next to hit, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Now a hard liner. Foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Duffy stands at second with no outs. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Stepping into the box, Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Pham connects and sends it to deep left field. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here. Two runs on the board after the home run by Tommy Pham. His 3rd home run of this series as the Rays have come back to tie things at 2.
This is a perfect example of the total concentration it takes to be a pitcher at this level. He was on cruise control, hitting his spots, preserving a 2-run lead, and then boom! He misses his location, and the game is tied. Back to square one.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Stepping in, Daniel Robertson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little flare out to left. That's in there. Base hit. And that's going to plate the go-ahead run from second as they move out in front here, 3-2.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, number 1, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. One strike now from Cole. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Reddick is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, number 9.
Digging in, Jake Bowers. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. Three runs already home here. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Robertson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Yeah, that's a fair ball. Line to the right side. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, number 19.
Digging in now, number 19, and they're runners at the corners now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-2 Tampa. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. One there, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practice plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Striding in for Houston, Marwin Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Correa rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay, and he is in there.
And you have to like a center fielder that's willing to sell out and go for broke there, but he just can't make the play as the ball sails over his outstretched glove. And by the time he tracks it down, it's just too late for him to hold the batter at second.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel lifted into center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the go-ahead runs in to score on the sac fly as this is now a 4-3 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Next will be the designated hitter, Tyler White. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down and this will kick off the third base bag, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Not really much the pitch to do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Reddick is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. High pop-up. Number 19 will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. It's the Astros 4 and the Rays 3. Malik Smith the next to hit. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-0 home. Taken, strike one on the inside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Duffy, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Grounded back up the middle. Sliding stop by Altuve. He's out. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Astros lead it 4-3. Next up for the Stros, Martin Maldonado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Here's a high pop-up. Number 1 is there for it. 1 out.
bases, number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Grounder down the line at third. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Number 1 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Tommy Pham will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2. Here's a line drive out to left center, and this is going to get down for a leadoff base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find a knockout there.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it is. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Digging in and looking for more, Daniel Robertson. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. He's running. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready once again, number 1. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. On its way is pitch number 75. Hit to short. Correa fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. Still down a run. It's 4-3. So digging in now, Alex Bregman. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Alex Bregman.
Here comes the first pitch. The high fastball is in there. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Anthony Banda takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 53, Anthony Banda.
standing in now, Carlos Correa, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The left fielder, number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
2-0 pitch on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're on to the 7th here in Game 6. Houston leads this one 4-3. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here. Now at the plate, Jake Bauers.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Into the box, number 19. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Roberto Ozuna comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Stepping in now, Malik Smith. Now a bunt attempt here to second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Number 5.
So striding in, Matt Duffy, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Springer has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. He's in there at the plate, and Game 7 is tied.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Ji-Man Choi. He was a ground-out victim last time up. From the stretch, hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Rays will settle for just the 1. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. And we are tied 4-4. Digging in once again, Yuli Gurriel. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Duffy. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, designated hitter, Tyler White.
Tyler White will bat next. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's another 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. There's a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied at 4. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. To his left, Correa. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Tie ball game, 4-4 the score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starting pitchers. Now in the box, Daniel Robertson. His career history with Roberto Ozuna, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set, and the pitch. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Now batting, number 1.
Coming to the plate now, number 1. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Breaking ball in for a strike. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Still all square at 4 apiece. Stepping up now, Martin Maldonado. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. And there's one down now.
Number 4, George Springer.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go George Springer. Here comes the first pitch. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Served out to left off the end of the bat. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. 2-out hit. That'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate as well.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And he takes a called strike 1. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Line softly out toward left center. In there, a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he's in there safely as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Roll. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a fair.
Diego Castillo enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
63.
Marwin Gonzalez will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. The 1-0. He's taken strike 1. The 1-1. Now here's a ball hit high and deep is straightaway right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He swings and lines it to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. That makes it an 8-4 ball game.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer. Warm it up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, D-Roll, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Kiermaier is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. It's the Astros 8, the Rays 4. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. Hector Rondon comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready for another chance? Jake Bowers.
First baseman, number 9.
First pitch of the at-bat. He's got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike one. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Ready on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth. A reminder that post-game highlights will follow the conclusion of this playoff matchup, so stick around right after this one ends. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, number 19 is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a slider. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider's in for a strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Malik Smith the next to hit. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Correa into shallow left. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
In now, Matt Duffy, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 1-1. Line softly to the right side, but foul. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
(8-4) tonight. Houston have evened up this series at 3 wins apiece. Roberto Osuna gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Rays, 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.